Yo, what is good guys, back here with another YouTube video, and in case you cannot tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions on someone or something going on in this wacky weird world called professional wrestling. Guys, you can tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions on both Matt and Jeff Hardy, collectively known as the Hardy Boys, with or without a Z, that's up to you, and whatnot. Before I share my thoughts and opinions on them collectively, I would love to know what your thoughts are on them, either one or both, down in the comments below. While you are down there, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. And for myself personally, I do not know either one of them. Personally, I don't want to say professionally, but like a fan, never met Matt Hardy or Jeff Hardy kind of deal. Off the top of my head, I never interacted with either one of them on like social media and whatnot. So what I'm about to say has nothing to do in that aspect. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of either one kind of deal. I'm not saying that they're bad in the ring or on the mic kind of deal. They're just not my cup of tea. And it's not because, oh, they said something on social media, I met them, and it was a negative experience kind of deal. Nothing like that. For myself personally, I just find a lot of other tag teams a lot more interesting than both of them, like the Hardy Boys together. Again, they're not bad in the ring, they're not the best on the mic kind of deal, but they can definitely hold their own and whatnot. And when it comes to them, like just Matt Hardy, just Jeff Hardy, I might do a video on them, like two separate videos, kind of going more in detail. But I did not really grow up watching them. Like, I did, but I did not. I started watching in 2004. By that time, what I would call the peak Hardy Boys in popularity as a tag team, I don't want to say it's done, but it was closer to the end than the beginning, if that makes any sort of sense. They were one of the better or more entertaining tag teams of the entire 90s, let alone the Attitude Era. And I can understand if you were a kid or maybe even an adult kind of deal, like let's say 10 to like 22 in the Attitude Era, why you would like the Hardy Boys kind of deal, or like give or take that age range. But for myself personally, I don't know, like them in the ring during that time period, or I don't want to say nowadays, but in the years, a couple of decades since, I can kind of understand why people would be a fan of the Hardy Boys. Personally, they're not necessarily my cup of tea kind of deal. If they are, great, that's amazing kind of deal. They're, again, not the best on the mic, but they would be better than what I would be kind of deal. And I want nothing but the best for both of them. I know, like, human to human, take wrestling out of it kind of deal. Like, I would want nothing but the best. Apparently, they are really good guys to meet. I have not heard really anything negative about people meeting them. Like, especially when it comes to Matt Hardy, last 10 years maybe, kind of deal, have not heard, like, the worst thing I've heard about Matt Hardy was he was a little bit late kind of deal, and it was like during WrestleMania weekend one year kind of deal. Jeff Hardy, I've heard in a way more negative things, but that has to do with private life kind of deal and whatnot, which I hope for himself and his family, his friends, he has that situated and whatnot, and he's good and whatnot. But either way, when it comes to the Hardy Boys fan, to them being athletes, not necessarily the biggest fan, but I can understand why people are fans of his kind of deal and whatnot. But either way, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. More importantly, Hope you guys are doing okay mentally, emotionally, and physically.
The world that we tend to make up is nothing but a fantasy until you wake up. I feel like I'm just lying to myself, yeah. Cause I just crossed the line like I'm playing offside. Do it how I want and I'ma do it till I die. Feel like I'm just lying to myself, but it's